Hi everyone, welcome to Research MD. This is Dr. Pramil. I work as a Chief Medical Officer in the United States, also an Associate Professor of Medicine, one of the large medical schools in the United States. Today, we're going to talk about an important development in the research world. Yesterday, Eli Lilly announced one of the drugs, Zepbound. Okay, it is very helpful in sleep apnea. Now, why is it important? If you look in the United States population, almost 80 million people suffer from obstructive sleep apnea disorders. How does it affect people when you have long-time obstructive sleep apnea? It puts a lot of pressure on the lungs and the heart, and your cardiovascular system can compromise. You can have heart failure, you can have stroke, so many things. So obstructive sleep apnea is not very good. But if you look at it in all this time, is there any drugs kind of help us in obstructive sleep apnea? None. Okay, so this becomes a very important development in the scientific world. So Eli Lilly has been, actually this drug, Zepbound, has been developed as an anti-obesity drug. And as you all know, anti-obesity drugs are getting lots and lots of popularity in today's world. Every time you hear something, everybody wants to take this to decrease the weight, anti-obesity drug, right? And it's almost becoming when they discovered Viagra. That's how much publicity when you talk about anti-obesity drug. So, in addition, this drug, Zepbound, definitely decreased, is approved already for anti-obesity. But this new development, it can treat obstructive sleep apnea. That makes, I think, the strongest point. Okay, so how do somebody diagnose obstructive sleep apnea? There's thing called apnea-hypopnea index. Okay, they look at apnea means a person in the night start snoring and stop breathing, and hypopnea means at night also maybe you're not breathing that much, maybe less deep breath and less number of breath. Okay, there's an index called apnea-hypopnea index, and they calculate if you got and they document the events per hour. So if you have like 5 to 15 events of apnea, hypopnea, then you will consider a mild obstructive apnea. If you got more than 25, it's considered as one of the highest risk or severe obstructive sleep apnea. So Eli Lilly had done a couple of studies, right? And very, very important studies. I'm going to read the trial for you. It's called a Surmount OSA study, okay? They looked at, that's the first study they looked at it. And they used the drug Zepbound. The chemical name is Tirzepatide, okay? And they found out Zepbound reduced the events, apnea-hypopnea index by 27.4 events per hour. Huge, almost like 50 to 60% reduction when they compare to a placebo. That's what they usually do the study, right? You take a placebo and then you do the drug and then compare the effect. So it's a huge difference in treating obstructive sleep apnea. And then they did the Surmount OSA study too, and they looked at it. They found apnea-hypopnea index reduced from the baseline to 30 events. Okay, that's like more than almost like 60% reduction in the event. Okay, so what do? They provide the data to the FDA. They fast track it. Some of the drug, as you know, like during the COVID, they had to fast track like a lot of drugs, right? Because the need is very, very important to treat the COVID right away. Same thing, if you have a drug with such a huge impact, you have to fast track it. Otherwise, somebody's going to die, and they need to. So they put this drug in the fast track designation. So probably this will come to the market pretty soon. Now, if you are interested in the Wall Street, okay, this may be, if you look at, I think, Eli Lilly's stock, probably trading, I think, maybe around 700, 725, right? Wall Street look at this drug, and they look at it, anytime a drug bringing a reduction, almost like 50% of the events, you should buy that, because always studies have shown it can go up. Okay, I'm not like a Wall Street expert. This is, please don't listen to my opinion, but I'm just, making a statement here. So Wall Street has been looking this drug very carefully. That means Eli Lilly's stock can go up extremely high. This is my prediction. They could increase. This is, if you're considering maybe, okay, you may want to buy the stock in this company and this drug. It's a huge, again, at last time, well, it's a huge development in the obstructive sleep apnea and obesity world. I mean, if you look at anytime somebody is obese, they're going to have obstructive sleep apnea anyway. You see them snoring, they're having a lot of trouble, they can have into heart failure. Usually what happens, they have to wear a mask at night. I don't know how uncomfortable. People usually, when they wear like a mask, right? Even we know, like during COVID, how uncomfortable we have to wear a mask and walk outside. And imagine somebody sleeping at night with some positive pressure on their face. And a lot of times, a lot of people don't tolerate it. They try for a month and they throw it at, I don't care. But this drug, my friend, have a huge impact on it. Again, the Zepbound has obstructive sleep apnea. This is one of the biggest news came in the drug industry, and the Eli Lilly is going to make some money. Thank you so for watching. We'll be back with another presentation soon.